Hi, welcome to Boardshop. It's surfboard review time and we've got something new and exciting to look at. It's a new board from Firewire in a new construction. The board is called the Chumley and the construction is their Helium construction. A bit about Helium first. So Helium is the same epoxy blank that you get in FST boards. It's got a new top and bottom skin. The rails are about 60% Polonia, 30% balsa. So the idea of this new construction, this Helium construction, is that the board is lighter, and it certainly feels lighter. It's noticeable when you pick it up, but also it's stronger and it has a faster flex. Now, I don't really know what faster flex means, but what I do know from having surfed this board 10 minutes ago is that it is fast. It is like Lost carbon wrap fast. It's about 15% faster than a standard FST or LFT Firewire, and it was an amazing amount of fun. It was surf was like between waist and shoulder high, big rolling kind of waves, clean, light offshore, and this board absolutely flew. For a first surf, it's one of the best first surfs I've had on a board for a long, long time. So that's the Helium construction. All seems positive. There's a lot of nonsense on the internet about how it's meant to develop footwells and stuff, but it feels rock solid. I can't see it doing that. It looks 100% positive from having just had a surf on the board. So the Chumley, we might have called it something potato before because it's of that ilk, the baked potato, sweet potato, etc. But basically it's sitting somewhere between the baked potato and the potatonator. So the paddle in is easy. It paddles like an absolute dream on the flat water and also paddling into the wave. It gets in quick, and although it feels light and it was offshore today, there was no problem with it getting hung up in the lip or anything like that. It paddled in really, really well. Typical Firewire kind of potatoes kind of family. It's wide, it's got a dome deck with a good bit of volume in it. It's pared down as you go into the rail just to kind of take a little bit of volume out to give you some manoeuvrability. And at first I thought it felt a bit stiff, but actually second wave, it started to turn like a dream as well. Into the tail, and it's quite thinned out into the tail, and that's really what gives it that ability to turn hard and turn fast. A little bit more narrowed down into the first third of the board. Traditionally, these type of boards carry the wide point further forward than this. But you can feel it when you're paddling, you can feel it when you're paddling in and popping up getting into your bottom turn. It just comes through the turn more easily and more smoothly. Underneath, you can see in the fins there's kind of the spine running up the middle of the board to about there, like you used to get in a sweet potato, and two big concaves which generate the lift and help, when added with the construction, to give you the speed. In short, I reckon this board you'll surf it in anything from knee to up, probably a bit overhead. Lost puddle jumper type territory. It's manoeuvrable, it's fast, it's responsive, and it is a lot of fun. And also, it makes you feel like you're surfing much better than you actually are, which is always a massive bonus. I'm 12 stone, I was on a 5'9". Volume wise, that's 35 litres, which is pretty much my groveller type volume. My colleague Roger, who weighs just about the same as an average teenage girl, he was on a 5'7". This is his board, he's just surfed here. 5'7", 32.8 litres, and that's his normal kind of grovellery type volume. He's about 11 stone or something. So, in conclusion, it's a massively positive addition to the Firewire range of boards, both in technology and this actual model, the Chumley. It is like a baked potato with a lot more performance, not so flat. You can see there's a bit more rocker in the nose, and there's a little bit of lift in the tail, not too much, but just enough. And I reckon sitting alongside a decent short board, that'll have you covered for everything. And pretty much, depending on size you get, anybody could surf it. It's a really easy board to surf. Reminds me a bit of how easy the average Joe is to surf, but it's far faster through turns, far less clunky when you get a slightly bigger set, bigger, cleaner, more powerful set come through. Yeah, all good. Very, very impressed. I surfed mine as a thruster with a set of medium Carver Neo glass fins. That was absolutely fine. Roger, who as I said is a bit lighter than me, he surfed his with the Lost Split Keel, the Mayhem setup, and he was absolutely flying. So when I go and surf it tomorrow, I'll be using those fins to see how much more speed it generates. But either way, the board felt positive, responsive, loose enough to actually put some turns in, while still being a dream to paddle. So there it is, the Firewire Chumlee from Dan Mann, Firewire, a really positive new addition to their range, and a perfect grovellery type board to add to your quiver or replace the groveller you've got, because it will give you a bit more zip and a bit more performance and certainly more speed. They'll be online imminently. And don't forget, 0% finance, trade in your old board, and our 30-day ride-out guarantee all apply. So get online and have a look right now. Thanks for watching.